with someone who needs no introduction, Drew Barrymore. Thank you so much for being here with me.
I humbly thank you for that introduction.
Oh, please. But we're talking about wine because, cheers, because wine is a great topic of conversation, and you actually have your own wine, which for those who don't know, you've had for a few years. Tell us a little bit about the story of how you got into wine.
Actually, my dear friend one day said, "Would you like to make wine?" I'm not kidding. And I thought, yes, because I love it. I think it was my first crush, so we...
Literally.
Yes, pun intended.
Yeah. I was about to say, we need some wine puns up in here.
We launched with Pinot Grigio, and now our third varietal is Rosé.
Was that important to you to be approachable?
Well, I mean, you know, in some ways you're kind of crazy not to like study the data out there of what's working and what's not.
Of course.
It's, I think, weird serendipity that me and my girlfriends were loving Pinot Grigio and Rosé 20 years ago. I don't know if Pinot Grigio has fashioned itself as the forward drinking wine, but Rosé has.
Right.
So 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
I think a lot of this, you know, when people say, oh, celebrity wine, to sort of try and have the cachet to say, oh, I'm going to do some really obscure varietal. And
right.
For you, was it like, I like Pinot Grigio, this is what I drink, and this is what I think people want to drink?
Yeah, and you should do what you know, like what you really like yourself.
Right.
And yeah, sure, name slapping is dangerous because it can be very successful for people, but it can also have a short-lived life.
Your wines have been met with a lot of critical success. I mean, your Pinot Noir got a 91 on Wine Spectator.
I'm like few.
Yeah.
The definition of success is employment. There is no ego to business endeavors. There shouldn't be any. I'm an enthusiast and I'm a producer. I'm not an oenophile, and I know I have a Valley Girl accent, and I appreciate that the wines that we make are true to the palate of me and the winemaker Chris Cato, who I just got lucky enough to form a really perfect partnership with.
So when you're drinking wines at home, what are the types of scenarios that you drink in? What do you like to eat with? Like, what does a Drew Barrymore wine drinking evening look like?
Girlfriends, for sure.
Yeah.
Usually coming through the door being like, is wine open? I think a lot of my girlfriends love a good roast chicken. I like a good steak. I think I love pasta. If any day I can eat pasta, it's like I literally want to be buried with pasta and beer cans and wine bottles. That would be good.
What's next? What are the next varietals that you would be interested in doing?
I think we're trying to figure out potentially a sparkling rosé. I have to say, personally, I have no idea if my partners will be interested in this, but I'm in a major Merlot kick.
Why not? Your partners can hear it here first.
Yes.
They'll be like,
we'll see what they think of that.
So I want to play a little game with you, because if you're drinking, you have to have a little drinking game.
I love a game.
And thinking about your next varietals, I wanted to ask you what you think some of your most famous characters, what kind of wine they would drink. So
okay.
Have, like, a flashback.
I love this game already.
So Julia from The Wedding Singer, what kind of wine do you think she drinks?
Chardonnay, because I don't drink it. I don't know.
All right, what about Edie from Grey Garden?
Malbec.
Dylan from Charlie's Angels?
Champagne.
Yes. She'll like blow shit up and then
yeah,
a glass of champagne.
Bit of the bubbly.
Yeah, so Josie from Never Been Kissed.
Mickey's Big Mouth. That was probably the last drink she drank and then barfed and was sworn off alcohol ever since.
Right. She's not Josie anymore.
Maybe a Riesling.
Lindsay from Fever Pitch, like what's the most Boston wine you can think of?
Cab Franc. Cab Franc.
Beautiful. If Gertie's grown up today with everything that she's seen from E.T., what does she need to drink?
Rosé.
She's got to have rosé.
Gertie likes rosé.
Gertie now, you know, Gertie is all grown up, and she's grown up to love rosé.
Yeah. My first cat was named Gertie. I love Gertie.
Yeah, so we got to give her like a good rosé.
I think Gertie is totally synonymous with rosé.
I've seen too many things in my life.
I had aliens in my youth.
Yeah.
I'm drinking rosé.
Well, Drew, thank you so much for chatting with us about your wines. Obviously, if you want more, you should try them. Rosé is perfect for this time of year, so thank you. Pick up Barrymore Wines. Really appreciate it.
Thank
Cheers.
you.